What's good? General Squirrels, what's going on, man? How are you feeling? Yes, today is a good day. I will be getting called a hater at least 60 times today. Can I get my dislikes coming in the building? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mike Biggs Boxing in the house said, let's go for 9 to Don in the building. That's what's up. Subscribe to Mike Biggs Boxing. 86 Rick, what's good? Grayline, watch. I'm chilling, man. What's going on with you? About to talk about this good day in boxing, man. We're going to get, hopefully, 2019 is going to be a spectacular year in boxing. It is almost a cannot miss situation. We should be able to get a whole bunch of good fights on networks that I already pay for, between Showtime, Fox, and Fox Sports 1. Man, that's a lot of work, man. 52 fight cards. 52. That is every week of the year, man. 52 weeks between 3 networks where you already have 160 fighters signed. Dude, that's pretty much fight dates for everybody. That's fight dates for all the PBC fighters. And we get to, yes, sir, Catch Alexander. It's killing it. But hey, man, like a commenter said on my page, man, and I forgot the name of the guy. I wanted to go back and give a comment to him. He talked about how Eddie Hearn inadvertently helped out U.S. boxing. And he didn't intend to, but he did. I appreciate that, man. Because if he had not been such a boisterous jackass, talking all that smack, trying to bring somebody, what's going on, Harold Jones? Trying to bring somebody in to take over PBC fighters. The networks might not have been so quick to be like, look, we got to do something about this. Because it's the competition. I think it's the competition between the networks that kicked that deal off. What's going on, Dale? What's going on, Dale? Michael James, what's good, man? Yeah, man, I think that's really what it is. When he brought in Dazn to try to compete against Showtime, to try to compete against Fox, to try to compete against ESPN, finally, Fox Sports 1 said, look, we'll pay you the licensing fees. You don't have to buy time on our air to do this. Look, hey, we believe the proof of concept has been proven, obviously, because people are wanting to see, General Squirrels, just starting to see how much hate you guys get. Oh, I get hate every day. Oh, all throughout the day. I get called everything under the sun, man. Benjamin Nelson, what's good? One King, what's good? Oh, yeah, all day. That's why I've just cast off any like people say, you're just an Eddie Hearn hater. Yeah, I am. Okay, I don't like him. I gotta admit, I don't like him. I started off thinking, hey, man, this guy is getting fighters paid. I liked Anthony Joshua. And then he came and showed his entire ass over here in the United States. And I was done. Oh, thank you. McElwain. Thank you. McElwain. Dale McElwain. Thank you very much. Because I had a hard time with that for a second. Thank you, sir. McGregor Boxing Star said, what's good for now? Pull up a chair, break out a beer, and enjoy the show of Eddie Heyman versus Eddie, because we're in the series finale. You ain't lying, dog. We're in the stretch run. I saw you. I got to check out your video on it, man. I did get notified that you had it up. Oh, yeah, man. But it's a wrap. There's no way to come back from that. Dude, he's going to lose fighters. 52 weeks of fights. 52 weeks of fights. And if people want to know, here's, by the way, people keep asking me why Tyson Fury's thing hasn't been announced yet. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder's not been announced. It's probably because Las Vegas is trying to get it, and Brooklyn is trying to get it. 52 shows per year. That's crazy. That's every week. There's 52 years in a week. There's 52 weeks in a year. What it do, Sheldon Holmes? I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling, talking this boxing. What's good, Jay Good? I'm watching you spit the truth. Thank you, Thomas Moreland. Dude, look, that's not coincidental. That's not coincidental. when you have 3 networks, right? So you have 3 platforms. They all don't have every week available, right? To do it. They can't, Showtime can't show boxing every Saturday night. But between Showtime, Fox Sports, and Fox Sports 1, that is like Showtime can get the major fights, can get the major championship fights, right? A couple of them are probably going to be on pay-per-view. Then you get the second tier ones being on Fox, and the third tier one being on Fox Sports 1 and on Showtime. What is it? Showbox, and being on Showbox. It's great. Oh, and they lost the UFC. That's why they had all that money, because now Fox, who lost the UFC to ESPN, now has their ESPN, their UFC money available for boxing. Dale McElwain said, good move for Fox to fill those Saturday nights between college football and baseball. Absolutely. Storm B Man said that's the way. I like it. 52 weeks. Dude, we get to talk about boxing in US boxing for the most part for 52 weeks a year. The whole year. Man, there's going to be a lot of who wouldn't want to fight for that? There's going to be even more people trying to sign with the PBC. Because they've got the fighters. The real thing that they have, the biggest advantage they have, is that they have the fighters. They already have the best roster in boxing. And now to have that, and they also have 2 venues between Vegas. They might have 3 if because they're fighting in Dallas. They've been showing fights in LA. They've been showing fights in New York. They've been having cards in New York, and they have fights in Vegas. So, I mean, man, it's something nice. I'm looking forward to it. But see, I got to give Eddie Hearn credit. I say it's over, but you know how Eddie Hearn is. Eddie Hearn might try to come. What does Eddie Hearn have up his sleeve to do with? How's he gonna beat this? How is he going to convince? With, by the way, all these fighters not having promotional contracts. So if a fighter doesn't have a promoter, but they're with the PBC, they can get scheduled on between 3 different networks. And with a budget that is as big, or probably, Eddie Hearn be lying. So, dog, it's just off the charts, man. MP4 Vids in the house. What's good, my man? He said, yes, sir. Investors in Dazn and Sky Sports are pissed at Eddie. Eddie can't show his face in public without having to answer to this. I expect UK fighters to look this way here in the US. Eddie has been beyond exposed. MP4 Vids. I got so excited that I yanked the sound out. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? You should be able to hear me. No audio, no audio, no audio, no sound, no sound. You back? Yes. As soon as the supercharge comes out, you back. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah, I got so excited I yanked my mic out. Because I was banned. Look, back to somebody that says, oh, cool. Back to somebody who said, man, y'all have no idea how much nonsense you get on the channel from the UK and Eddie Hearn fans, man. It is a constant flow of it. So, but over time, they've been more and more quiet, man. More and more quiet. 2 Robinson in the house. Much love for the support and the super chat. We will make it work, sir. Dog said, relax, Fanon. Oh, I was happy, man. I did one at night. I stopped what I had to do. Oh, I didn't hear your response. Oh, to yours. All right, let me go back in P4 vid. Sorry, man. That must have been when I yanked it out. All right, he said investors in Dazn and Sky Sports are pissed at Eddie. Eddie can't show his face in public without having an answer to this. I expect UK fighters to look this way here in the US. Eddie has been beyond exposed. I agree 100%. And it's lovely. It's so lovely. It's lovely when see, if you don't start none, won't be none. And the thing to me in P4 vids that really stands out the most is that Eddie Hearn bumbled his way into making the PBC work. And by that, I mean, if you recall that PBC wanted to, their original thing, and this is something that Eddie Hearn called Al Heyman an idiot for, implied that he was an idiot to think that this was going to happen. That when the PBC started buying time slots on major, what do you call it, tentpole networks, that in saying like, once you see the type of viewership that you'll get, then you will turn around and pay me the licensing fees for the fights because you see it's worth buying and your advertisers will pay for it, right? So with all the backlash and all that stuff from other promoters, from the media, all of that stuff, you guys remember how people were so on Eddie, so on the PBC, and every other week, you know, they were failing, they were going through money, everything was falling apart, all of that stuff, right? Eddie Hearn jumped on the bandwagon with that and said, oh, how that wasn't going to work. But now the Fox Sports One, the Fox and Fox Sports One, that is the first time they actually got what they wanted. They did not have to buy. They no longer have to buy time on Fox. Fox Sports One now has a budget for them, and they are going to pay the PBC for the fights that come on. They know, so all that investment banking money that they invested, the $500 million, that's an investment banker. And they put the money in thinking, okay, well, we can turn this into $1 billion company. Well, what do you think the PBC is worth now? Now that they've got a 3-year they've got 3 years of contracts, right? The total amount of these things are $300 million for 3 years worth of was it 3 years? For what is 120 $360 million in fees being paid to the PBC between 3 networks. They have the best, and that's for these 3 years. Eddie Hearn pushed his mouth, and bringing in Dazn to try to compete against these guys had a lot to do with that kicking off. Thanks, Eddie. Yes, sir. Commercial ads, and oh man, who knows? I'm just happy though, man. I'm happy, number one, because the deal aside, like Eddie Hearn is just kind of like, for me, Eddie Hearn is more like, what do you call it, icing on the cake. Like, I don't really like the dude. He disrespected black fighters in the United States, disrespected the people, bit the hand that fed him in the United States, by the way. But was the kind of dude, it's like he did a Oscar De La Hoya. Showtime built Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez was built in the United States by Al Heyman, Floyd Mayweather, Showtime. When they partnered with Oscar De La Hoya. They put Canelo Alvarez on the undercards for Floyd Mayweather Jr., built him up, gave him a fight early on to fight Floyd Mayweather Jr. That's why he fought guys like Austin Trout. He fought Islandy Lara. He fought all those guys because he was basically fighting on PBC cards, right? Before it was officially the PBC, but it was Al Heyman and Floyd Mayweather. Now, and what did he do once he got to the big time? Jump ship and went over there to HBO, and that's what it definitely in the United States that Eddie Hearn did with Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua, nobody would know. Nobody. Showtime, HBO wasn't showing giving up their afternoon, any time slot in the afternoon to show a black fighter out of the UK. They weren't doing that. Showtime did that. As far as his popularity goes in the United States, for what it is, what it's worth. And he cut ties with them, and are now not only did he cut from Showtime, he then wants to then try to steal fighters and take them away from Showtime. I mean, it's just justice served, man. And it's going to be so difficult for them to overcome because nobody has Dazn. Everybody got Fox Sports and Fox Sports 1 and Showtime. Centino's Box said, what up, Phenom, man? I didn't get an alert this morning. I had to search for it. Just giving a heads up because I know this be happening sometimes. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, it gets funny sometimes. MP4 Vid said Showtime went to places where HBO failed. Absolutely, because they understand who the boxing fan is. Boxing Guys Corner said the zone is now gone. Oh, yes, sir. Doe was time. Oh, John Doe. John Doe. Don't time him out. Let me see. What are you talking about, John Doe? I'm taking all. Oh, what's Floyd? What's that about? What does Floyd got to do with this? Lowland Profits. AJ is American. He thought it was an abusive relationship. What an abusive relationship with Showtime. Come on, man. We'll tell you about an abusive relationship. Abusive relationship is somebody make you pass up on $80 million guaranteed money to probably fight for 10 and won't let you out your own backyard. Oh, has Hatman posted this great boxing news, or is he another? I don't know, man. I haven't watched this channel in a while. I got a respect for the dude on everything other than this subject. Earn with Hearn. Phenom, do you remember when Spike TV dumped PBC a couple years ago because they said too many lackluster fights? Spike was paying rights fees. Also, PBC still need to give us good fight cards, man. PBC has the best fight cards in boxing, man. There's nobody has a better fight card, gives better fight cards than PBC. Everybody, first of all, because everybody's fight cards are trash. Other than the first fight, everybody's fight cards for the most part are trash. Golden Boy has one competitive fight, maybe. If their main event is competitive, that's the only one that's competitive. Top Rank, if they have a competitive card, though, if they have a competitive main event, that's the only one that's competitive. Matchroom Boxing, same thing. They have one competitive fight out of their whole fight card. But everything up underneath that for all those guys are bringing along prospects, trying to give them some highlight knockouts, so that hopefully one day they can grow them into being the main event guy, and then eventually they'll have a competitive fight, man. None of those guys do that stuff. The PBC, I've seen some pretty doggone good cards from them, but also I'll acknowledge it. I've seen some fight cards where I knew pretty much how every fight was going to turn out. And that's unfortunate when that happens. But we'll see. They survived it. But that's the problem in boxing all around, is that you'll have a card. You'll just have one fight on a card and everything else, Donnie Links, what do I think about Mayweather Promotions? I think I will judge Mayweather Promotions this time next year, because Mayweather Promotion is gonna come up off of this, because there's going to be a lot of dates that all their fighters fight on PBC cards. So Mayweather, who also fighters said they weren't fighting enough, that's more than likely not going to be a problem, because there's 52 fight cards a year. Because there's 52 fight cards a year with very good budgets all year round. So hey man, I don't know what they can do. For now, abusive relationships are like when Master tell you, boy, you don't need no damn 50 million when you get 2 for me. What you need all that extra damn money for, boy? Yeah, no doubt. What's good, wordplay? Oh man, Floyd and Al work together. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Floyd didn't have a little piece of that. He never talks about him having a piece of it, but hey, he's the one that built it. Valder Chris said HBO has the best production. Unfortunately, they do, without a doubt. They've got great promotion, but Showtime is picking it up. They have new shoulder programming and all that good stuff, but we'll see. Eddie fanboys to okay, is that yours? Oh, RN. Oh man, did I just jump out of this? I gotta jump at what you're talking about. Oh yeah, no, she's not ready. Oh, that's funny, man. I had to go check that out real quick, man. Yeah, say my man Storm. Oh, did I hit this super chat, man? My bad. God dog, I've been so excited. I gotta take it. Appreciate you, Stormy B. Oh yeah, you did. Stormy B, man. Yeah, boy, you don't need no damn 50 million when you can get 2 million from me. What you mean? How much I get? You ain't going nowhere, boy. Is exactly what he did to him. That's abusive. The PBD is going to bring this sport around. Man, it's a big thing for the United States boxing. It really is. And Danny Jacobs, don't be trying to act like you want this money, boy. Tevin Farmer, what'd you just do, dog? Tevin Farmer will probably be on a PBC fight. He's still co-promoted. Bracy One said, Fanon the Don, top of the morning. What a great way to start my day. Cup of coffee and Fanon. Bracy One, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah, we got 140 in the chat. Can we get the likes up, man? I love the fact that we got the people coming every day. This is a lot of fun, man. Octavision says promoters are the problem. They are what you call an unnecessary. They are a necessary evil in circumstances, in most circumstances, but not with the PBC. They play second fiddle to the managers because they got to treat the fighter right every fight. Otherwise, they'll just take the next fight to another promoter. And they do what they're supposed to do. They work and organize the tickets in the city that they're in. Black Wall Street. Man, that's a sad name, man. That was a sad situation. Thanks for the content. Hey, man, my absolute pleasure. And I want to thank all you guys for the positive words that you leave in the pages, because seriously, I just want to be able to be myself. And God dog it, man, I can't stand Eddie Hearn, man. Hearn doesn't win purse bids in the United States, organics, herbal supplements. No, he doesn't, because he ain't got the money to. I'm telling you, it's a fraud. That dude is fraud, dog. Lowland Prophet says deep pockets, losing purse bids left and right. His pockets ain't that deep, man. Those are licensing. I suspect, let me put it this way, I suspect those are licensing fees that are going to be paid when the fight is arranged. That ain't money. That's probably not money sitting in the bank to guarantee to get a fight. You know what I mean? You got to have some money. You got to have some money in the bank so that you can put a deposit down on the purse bid you win, right? Because when you do a purse bid, they got to say, okay, great. Now I need by this date. I don't remember if it's 10. Might change depending on sanction and body, but they're going to ask for a deposit of that money, right? You say it's going to be X. Okay, you need to give me my fee by this date. And that might not be something that they're getting from Dazn. Dazn might say, look, I'll pay you from the fight. I'll pay the money when the fight is arranged, or after the fight's over, I'll pay the fee. They might not be paying that up front. You never know what's going on with those cats. Jay Cole, what's good? Even if AJ even get on the phone, Eddie be like, who the heck, dog? Oh, man, I can't wait to see my man Blue Blood Sports TV talking about what he's talking about with Anthony Joshua, dog. Anthony Joshua, dog, come on, man. You could have came to America, made all kind of dough, and been done. Could have been a wrap, dog. You could have done a Marcus Maidana. Dude, this dude could, Marcus Maidana, I was never a big fan of a fighter as him as a fighter, but that dude had some sense. He says, 2 Floyd Mayweather fights, boop, boop, I'm done. I'm going to gain 40 pounds. I'm going to gain 50 pounds and never get punched again. Smartest move. That dude got his money, got in, got out. Man, Anthony Joshua's ticket was punched. Talking about he wants to, I'm caring about the longevity of my career. Dude, that's $80 million. What longevity? You can have shortgevity and be up out of there, dude. Take that money. Yeah, St. Cruz and Blue is doing a great job. Yes, he is. I got to check out that last video he did. If y'all ain't know Blue Blood Sports TV, you should know him already, man. Definitely subscribe to my man, dude. Salute. He's put salute in my vocabulary. Madonna got fat than a motherfucker. You know he did because he got rich than a mug. He's like, all this money. I'm from Argentina. Was he from Argentina? Like, you kidding me? 10 million in Argentina? Man, that shit might be 50 million. I'm gone. Let me buy this farm, get some guns, get some new tattoos, butcher a cow, and eat the whole damn thing. Said, Madonna the Don. You dang right, man. Madonna did what he's supposed to do. He got that money, was like, man, I ain't rematching you. I got paid. I'm gone. He bounced. Dale McElwain says, McElwain, there you go. Losing to Bob Arum in a purse bid is very embarrassing for Eddie Hearn. Dude, because he's never going to beat Bob Arum in a purse bid because it's the percentage that you got to put down that you have to have, and Bob Arum got dough. Okay, Bob been skimming off the top for 50 years. You know he's cash rich. Mike Big Boy said, you're doing a phenomenal job, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. I'm telling you guys, the positive comments and all that stuff really do help out. Because I've been stuck on the Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua thing. You know, I would love to talk about Mark Magsayo and the other fighters, man. But seriously, these guys came in like just took a big old dump in the living room. Like, come on, man. What are you doing? Joshua could have built his brand crazy times over. Yeah, dude, in the U.S. But I don't know, man. He might not be that good. But it is what it is, man. He is where he is now, man. AJ needs to make peace with Blue Blood. Blue keeps stomping him. Man, I doubt it. Those cats, they're bigger than life, man. If people are visiting, Blue Blood got me hip to salute as well. Yeah, dude, got me stuck with salute. That's at New York, man. Let me go. Oh, Madonna got his promotional company now too. That's what's up. Benjamin Nelson, Fanon, you legit. If I don't catch you live, I go back and watch the stream every day. It's refreshing to hear somebody that talks boxing without acting superior. Your show's the best, bro. I appreciate that, Benjamin Nelson, because I damn sure ain't superior. My thing is, I know dang well I ain't no better than anybody, but at the same time, dog, come on, man. You shit on the pot just like I do, so get up off your high horse. You ain't no better than anybody else. Reef the Watcher, man, what's good, man? He said, that's a fact. Yeah, that dude, I love his channel, man. Brian Olafanan, they tried to say Madonna is going broke. He went and pulled out $1 million cash and showed it online. He's eating, dude, bro. He's straight. Or he go back and box. Yaz and Benjamin, 7 fools in here that are hating. Smash the like button. That's what's up. Hey, haters. And hey, seriously though, you 7. I know who you are. I know you're listening. How's that feel, though, man? Just tell me. How's it feel? Y'all was on that high hog. You were on that high hog. I'm sorry, because I was in a part of the debate and I put something down. I told you it's over. I said it was over. It was over. When he dropped that $50 million on Eddie Hearn's head, it was over. It was big bank, take little bank. Okay? Boop. Right on her head. And you think cats that got $500 million? Now, look, man, I'm from America, and I'm not one to go out of my way to praise the powers that be. Okay? I'm here in the United States. I'm telling you, I don't do a political channel for a reason, because I will really show my behind. However, you cannot act like cats doing business on Wall Street on a regular basis will not slap you in the mouth with $500 million. They will do it. They have the dough, okay? The United States does 2 things. They have a military and they have a financial sector. 2 of them that are unmatched anywhere, okay? And I went to HBCU, but I tell you, look, man, when a guy can get $500 million invested in a proof of concept and they're willing to do it, and the guys that got the $500 million work there, man, look, you playing with people's money, dude. You playing with the wrong dude's money. And they will just say, no, you're not about to do this. You're not messing with our brand. And they slap the tar out you. And they put you up out the country. Boop. Stealing fighters. For now, the PBC TV deal was rights free. Yeah, it promised 33 shows over 3 years. It only made 17 before Spike dumped it over poor matchups. This is window just. Dude, you just proved, Earn with Hearn, you just proved yourself wrong. Don't delete the message. You just fixed, dude, do you realize what you just wrote? The PBC Spike deal, that's fucking Spike. Do you know what Spike TV is? The TV deal was rights fee paid. All right, sure they did. To the PBC, and it promised 33 fights over 3 years. It only made 17 before Spike dumped it over poor matchups. Do you think these dudes care about matchups? They care about how many people view it. And there was a big collusion between boxing promoters like Bob Arum, Oscar De La Hoya, Kathy Duva, all these people that came before Eddie Hearn, what Eddie Hearn tried to tear the PBC down. Where's the PBC now? The PBC now has guaranteed money. They've got 160 fighters. They've got $120 million a year given. You don't think they can make some matchups? Because they had to pay Spike TV? Who is going to fight on? Who has Spike TV, man? The best matchups for the PBC were on Showtime. They're on CBS, NBC. Of course, Spike TV is not going to get the best matchups. It's Spike fucking TV. It's not window dressing. How you think $120 million a year is window dressing? Do you believe they don't have the fighters? That's a hell of a window dressing. Deontay Wilder, Eddie, the fighters that they have, they've got 14 world champions. That's window dressing? Dude, Hearn don't have no money. He ain't got no fighters. And he ain't got any network in the United States. That's Dazn. There's not a person in the United States of America that has a subscription to Dazn. Dude, you lost, man. You lost. You sound like one of these Sergey Kovalev fans complaining about Andre Ward having hit Kovalev in the hip when this dude is laying on the ropes after having got the shit beaten out of him. Dude, Eddie Hearn has lost, man. He's been talking about this Dazn, this mega deal in the Dazn since June. Or it might have been May. Where's the major signings? He's got Danny Jacobs. His biggest signing is Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs, Demetrius Andrade, Gabriel Rosado. Come on, man. It's time to lose and lose with dignity. You know what I mean? Do like Joseph Parker did. Joseph Parker knows he felt like he got jobbed a little bit by Anthony Joshua in those scorecards and the ref. But you know what he did? He turned around. He said, "Hey, man, the better man won." Earn with Hearn, it's time. The better man won. You started a fight in somebody's living room and they beat the shit out of you. That's all it is. You can't come from a little ass pond. You got one fighter. He's got one fighter. Anthony Joshua. One. Anthony Joshua loses. That's all he has. And you're trying to compete with a dude with 160 fighters? Come on, man. It's just time to lose, man. That's what I did a video not too long ago, and I was telling these cats making videos about who's ducking AJ or Deontay Wilder. You lost. It's just you lost. There's no question about who ducked who. When he turned down, he asked for $50 million, and then he said no. He said, you asked for $50 million, I gave you $50 million, and you still didn't take it. But yet you think the guy that came up with $50 million was lying about the $50 million. And now the guy that came up with the $50 million now has two of the largest companies, media companies in the world announce that they're going to partner with the guy to the tune of $120 million a year in fees paid, and you think it's window dressing? Come on, man. That's Fox. That's Fox. This is CBS owned Showtime. Come on, man. You lost, and it's time to just fess up that you lost. AJ ducked. Hey, Eddie, because you should be Hearn, you should be timed out. You should get timed out because you're talking shit, man. You're talking nonsense. It's time to lose, man. Guess what? He lost. It's over. He hasn't had as much money. But what are you going to say? Well, I don't believe, maybe this is what you're going to say next, right? Steven Espinoza's lying. You're going to go all the way to that. Steven Espinoza's lying. You know, that's what you guys, what's going on, Ancestral Raise? That's what you guys said about the offer that was the $50 million offer. They ain't got that money. That money's not real. That's Al Heyman. He just did a $500 million fight, man. No, I'm not holding my minds off you. No, they will slap the shit out you. And I don't care. I don't care. Because what you're doing is disrespectful to an ass whooping that just occurred. Okay? When somebody gets when your boy gets their ass beat down, it's time to say, God dang it, my boy got beat down. Running high, dude, they're running you off. They know running high to it. You want to talk about Dazn. Bitch, please. You want to talk what? That Spike TV? That he's not airing fights on Spike TV? That's what I'm running from? Your Spike TV argument? Spike TV. Next thing you're going to tell me about Bounce TV. Dude, are you from the United States? That's Spike. Spike. You want to bring up Spike TV? That's your Showtime and CBS and Fox News and Fox Sports give this dude a bunch of money, and your retort is what happened with Spike TV 3 years ago. The Oxygen, exactly, the Oxygen channel. Yeah, didn't they change it to Oxygen or something? Dude, you're not from the United States. You don't even know what Spike TV is. Nobody has Spike TV. You know what Spike TV came along? Spike TV got sued because people were confusing it with Spike Lee. Spike TV was a startup channel, man. He said exactly Discovery Zone, but Discovery Channel wouldn't air his fights, though. I mean, God dog. I mean, I don't believe it. Rachel Ray wouldn't even have him on his show. Dog, come on, man. No. All I said was Spike TV. Well, who gives a fuck about whether or not Spike TV cancel them because they didn't like the C-level fights they got? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Maybe he also failed a class in junior high school. So what? Well, you know you can't trust Al Heyman because Al Heyman got a C in economics in the 8th grade. Who cares? Who cares? You're talking about Spike TV 3 years ago. Dude, Spike TV just reruns a... Thank you. Is Spike TV, is True TV or something now? Yeah, dude, Spike TV. Because they didn't have good matchups. Somebody sometime somewhere complained about a matchup. You kidding me? Let me tell you about a matchup that did you watch the fight that took place? My bad, man. I see a super chat. But seriously, man, Hearn, I cut cats a lot of breaks, dude. But when you start talking, it's time to lose, homie. General Squirrel says Spike is like the cheap Equate brand at, I can't pronounce that, at Walmart. Yeah, come on, man. Generic lotion and shit like that. For 9, the end of the rainbow moved for Joshua team. Where's the bag? Dude, it was done. Dude, come on, man. It's just, come on. It's time to lose. All right? It's time to lose. It's like, man, yield. You know, I like Game of Thrones a lot. It's time to yield. Eddie Hearn sold you some shit. Okay? He sold you a dream. He's what is he? 6'7", 6'7" prep school guy, knows how to talk. He's funny. He's filling stadiums in the UK. You're feeling good about yourself. And then he comes over and he gets you all hyped up about taking over America and how all these fighters are going to come and sign with Matchroom. And he thought he saw a hole he could run through. And that hole got shut real quick. Boom. Right on his neck. Because now you got Dazn. Who is going to leave Who's going to leave the PBC to go to Dazn now? Just be real. Who's going to leave? What matchups? You think Spike TV had a hard time making matchups? What is Dazn going to do? They don't even have any fighters. They're done at, what are they going to have, a round robin between Demetrius Andre, Jacobs, Deverenchenko, and Billy Joe Saunders? What are they going to do? That's it. That's what they got. Oh, they're going to re-air Anthony Joshua's next fight against Dillian White. Man, please, nobody's going to buy that. Nobody's going to pay you $10 a month for that nonsense, man. It is what it is, man. And yeah, I don't just throw people out for no reason, but you're acting a fool. It's just time to say, look, man, I lost. So what? Eddie Hearn with Hearn. PBC was making matchups that Spike no longer wanted to pay for. That's all I was saying. Just the facts. Why are you saying that? Is my point. I know you're just saying it, but what's your point? You must be wanting me to say, okay, Spike didn't want to pay for it. What does that mean in the context of what we're talking about? You got Earn with Hearn on your thing. You're saying that the PBC was making matchups, and you also said that this stuff is just window dressing. You didn't just say that. You called this new deal window dressing. Dude, it's time to just say, dang. Are you thinking the PBC doesn't have fighters? I mean, I don't know what else you could be saying. The PBC doesn't have fighters? That they're not able to have matchups? I think they do. I think they got some damn good fighters. But hey, man, do you, man. But nah, man, not only do you, just come on, man. Don't bring up something happened, Spike TV. Spike TV probably couldn't afford the makeup. And actually, tell you the truth of the matter is that Spike TV probably couldn't afford to pay for it. All we know is AJ is the best heavyweight. Who is we? And no, we don't know that. He ain't fought Deontay Wilder. How do you know he's the best heavyweight if he's not fighting Deontay Wilder? You don't know that. You think that. I think that I don't know who the best heavyweight is. For now, and hopefully Heyman makes unification bout tournaments during these matchups. Yeah, now that is something else too. On the real, man, that's something real too. With all these dates, and I'm not somebody that doesn't get on PBC fighters about fighting. I've made a couple videos over this week about Sean Porter don't have anybody to blame him with himself if people are following Errol Spence and treating Errol Spence like he's the big boogeyman. Fernand, does the PBC have enough money for Bud, Crawford, Errol Spence? Now, if that fight was this weekend almost as lit as Spike Lee TV shows? Man, I think they can make that, man. But the question is whether or not Bob Arum can. I mean, there's enough money that I would suspect. But Bob Arum's going to want – the question about that is whether or not ESPN is going to want to work with them or not. I don't think it has anything to do with Bob Arum at this point. Those type of things. For now, Spike wanted A-level fights for D-level fees. Fox is paying to get big fights now. Yeah, that makes sense, man. If they wanted better fights and they can't get them because they're not paying for them, deals end. But it's Spike TV. Dave McElwain says, Spike TV, the infomercial of cable TV. That's what it is. I don't even know if it's around. I can't even remember watching Spike. Dazn is dead. Gregory Wyatt, what's good, man? Said Dazn dead on arrival in the U.S. boxing market. It just got stomped. It's going to be real hard to overcome that. They already had to go to sign in the World Boxing Super Series. They signed the World Boxing Super Series. And, you know, that's not Eddie Hearn. You know? Oh, man. Fanon, I gained 80 subs in 3 weeks for the new channel. I feel that's crazy. It's happening. It's amazing what happens when you talk facts. Yeah, man. Absolutely. Especially cats. Yeah, have cats check your channel out, man. Subscribe to my man, McGregor Boxing Stars, man. Very, very good channel. Spike is the what's going? Yeah, peace you out, Ancestral Rage. Cool, man. That's what the people say. Stomp. Oh yeah, dude got a. James who said R.I.P. Dazn 2018 to 2018, and we're boxing fans saying this, man. Okay, we're boxing fans saying this. Believe it or not, I'm one of the people that Dazn wants their money from. I am not a media guy. I'm a boxing fan. And you can call me a boxing fan. I don't care. I'm not going on your show anyway. I'm chilling on my own, dog. Man, these cats be some arrogant bastards, boy. I swear. Good channels, but arrogant. Willie Dog, Big Dog Willie. Fanon, don't get mad. Eddie Hearn's nut huggers don't know how to take L's. Dog, take an L though, dog. Big Dog, I'm telling you, man. You got to learn how to take an L, man. You got to learn how to take an L. Because then people can respect you and they look forward to seeing, okay, man. All right. If Eddie Hearn says, look, man, damn, that's a big deal. But Eddie Hearn's not going to do that. Betty Hearn, there you go. Betty Hearn is going to act like the deal didn't happen. And what he's going to do is he's just going to try to act like it didn't happen, say it's fake, it's not going to come to fruition, and so buy Dazn. That's what he's going to do. That's what he's done with everything else. When the $50 million came, he said, oh, Eric Jenkins said, Fanon, the victor has the bag. Oh, yeah, and I'm gloating today. Get down or lay down. One or the other, Ronald Finkel. You ain't lying. Look, man, he did this every time. You guys did it every time. Not just him. You did it. You, the 9 that don't like it. You 9. You did it too, man. You guys, every time something happens in the United States, you guys dip your nose in it and say, it's not real. Deontay Wilder offered $50 million. Where he going to get $50 million from? Where's he going to get $50 million from? Some dude from Alabama. He ain't ever made any money in his life. How in the world is he going to get it? It was fake, right? Then Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder signed a fight. Oh, it's fake. That's just fake. They're just faking it. They're pretending. Don't believe them. They're pretending. And now I'm just waiting on Eddie Hearn to come up and say, oh, that's just not true. That you know, I haven't seen any verification of the funds being transferred from Fox to the PBC or for Showtime's new budget. We don't believe it. We don't believe it. Don't believe it. I win. They're coming as soon as, trust me, Showtime's going out of business soon. Fox Sports News, Fox is going out of business soon. Don't believe all this money that they get from the NFL. That's not real. That's not real. Don't believe them. It didn't happen. Just close your eyes. It didn't happen. That's how they go about their business. Oh, ignore. Yeah, who is this? Who is this? I'm waiting on AJ interview. Oh, dude, lovely. I'm waiting on the Eddie Hearn one, man. I'm trying to tell you, dude, what is the lie? What they going to say now? What are they going to say? It's going to be so fun to listen because you guys, and I'm telling you personally why it's so fun. And I'm talking to y'all 9 that don't like it. I've made these videos. I was polite about Eddie Hearn to begin with, man. I was. And I liked Anthony Joshua to start with. And you made fools of me. Here's the truth of it. You made a fool of me. Because I sided with Anthony Joshua over Deontay Wilder when this whole thing first started over some Mike Tyson stuff back in July. I was like, well, you know, I can see why Mike Tyson and these guys would be more receptive to Anthony Joshua, because Anthony Joshua really did pay a lot of respect to the past champions, and you know, it was a spectacular, amazing show in Wembley. And look, man, this guy really could be the real deal. I did all that shit for Anthony Joshua, and then he turned into. They started coming to the United States, lying on people, blatantly disrespecting people, and it became readily apparent that the guy was a fraud. I'm still not saying he's a fraud in the ring, because I think the guy can fight. But he embarrassed me. And early on, I had to say, you know, nah, man, I don't care how many belts you have. You guys can't just keep saying that Deontay Wilder can't fight. I think at the time he had 38 knockouts or 37 knockouts. I'm like, dude, this guy has 37 knockouts. He's defended his belt 7 times. He's the WBC heavyweight champion. He's the longest reigning heavyweight champion in boxing. I don't personally like him that much, and I didn't, because the way that he had that beef with Mike Tyson at the time. But then after all this did, I went and I took the time to listen to what the guy had to say. I watched the guy's fights, and I was like, you know, they're treating him like shit. And he doesn't deserve to be treated like that. And I changed my mind based on what I actually saw. And when Eddie Hearn said that Deontay Wilder had never contacted him, but then Deontay Wilder pulled out, or Shelly Finkel pulled out, and I've met Shelly Finkel, pulled out a piece of paper and said, look, I talked to you on November. Here's the email. I talked to your father. You said you would get back with me about the financials, and you never got back to me. And Eddie Hearn got busted in that lie. Once you couldn't ride with him anymore. You can't ride with him anymore. You got to turn off. Like, that's one of the dudes that I like, and I know I'm getting off this comment section for a second, but I'll come back to it. That's one of the things I like about blood boxing. Blood boxing, I was a big time Floyd Mayweather fan. And when I found blood boxing, Shannon Blood was like, yeah, I like him, but look, man, he ain't fought this guy. He ain't done this. My issue with him is this. And I was like, man, who is this dude going off on this guy? But eventually I had to be like, you know what? This guy's got a point. And I'm not just going to ride with this situation just for the hell of the self-satisfied, the self-gratification of feeling that I'm right. Eddie Hearn is a lying-ass bastard. Anthony Joshua ducked Deontay Wilder. Eddie Hearn failed in his attempt to come to the United States and take over boxing by stealing Al Heyman's fighters. By denigrating Al Heyman and Al Heyman's business model and stealing his fighters. And he failed at it. And it's apparent that he failed at it because he's now got a hill that he can't overcome. It's just the truth. I like United States track. I ran track and field. I was a sprinter. I was a jumper. That's my sport. But God dog it, them Jamaicans are beating the shit out of us. And you can't get better until you be like, you know what? The Jamaicans are killing us. I got to fess up. They don't even have half the people we have, and they're beating us. It's just what it is. So that's my beef with y'all. And it's not like I have some issue with the UK. Man, there's a whole bunch of cats in the UK that I like watching. And I love how neutral most times the fight calls are. But the way that I got to learn, the way that I was introduced to UK boxing, and the way that I was used to the quality of coverage and the honesty in which they covered fights, that drew me to UK boxing. That's not what Eddie Hearn is. When you compare the Eddie Hearn to the guy that is talking on Box Nation about fights, those are two different type of people, man. One is Hollywood make-believe. I'm just telling you, and you can like it or not like it, especially you, Mike D, the so-called black. I don't know what that means, but let's see what you're saying. Oh, AJ is the best heavyweight right now. That's a bot. You must be a bot or something. So anyway, I'm just telling you what I think, man. You can like it or not like it, but you cannot get out of this. They're going to have to go. They got 52 fight cards. They have 52 fight cards a year. I have a hard time believing that they're going to counter program. Now, some of those weekends they might have, a card on Fox Sports Network, on Fox, Force One, and then a later show could go into a Showtime show. So it might not be literally every week of the year, but God dog, man, that's a lot. There's not going to be a lot of slots where Dazn is going to be able to air a fight and not have a fight, not be counter programmed. Because people learn, and that's what HBO used to try to do to Showtime. That was their weapon, how they were going to beat Showtime. They're just going to counter program them. They don't have the fighters to counter program them now. And Showtime and HBO learned that lesson because HBO, especially Jim Lampley, when Jim Lampley said that they don't have to go look for great fighters and all that, they decide who the great fighter is because all those fighters have to come to HBO. Hey man, that's that Sears and Roebuck mentality. Yeah, everybody, you had to go to Sears to get what you needed. You still need to go to Sears, I think, for hardware. Like, I think it's good with hardware or something. But dog, no, Amazon, Walmart, ran through them. Anyway, oh, that's a bot, man. I think that dude's just a bot. Mike D. Ron Finkel, that's just a bot because he's putting the same thing in. He's just putting the same thing in. They got marketing departments, man. Famous LSG said, just give PBC the damn calendar. That's a lot of fight cards, man. And when they said they were going to extensively expand or significantly expand their program, and they were not lying. And he hinted at it. Stephen Espinoza hinted at it. There's going to be several channels working together to do it because they can cut a deal. And I love it. And that, hey, people do that when they have a chance, when their jobs depend on it. Yeah, Erwin Hearn, man, you're going to keep getting time. You're going to get timed out, dog. Because it's not time to introduce that into the conversation. It's not, because there's no real logical argument that can be had. Okay? It's not. Certain subjects, it's like, no, man, we're going to talk about what happened. Not necessarily talk about whether it happened or not. You know what I mean? Like, do we really want to talk about whether or not the sun came out this morning? Right? No, I don't think the sun really did come out this morning. No, nobody's trying to hear that, man. We know the sun came out this morning. Let's talk about whether or not it's too hot, whether it's too hot to water your grass or something else like that. But we're not going to talk about if it happened, because it happened, homie. It happened. Erwin Hearn getting slapped up like disobedient child. Yeah, I mean, I respect your fortitude, but nah, not rolling with it, dog. Anyway, man, so the last part of this was Amir Khan versus Crawford. Amir Khan talking about he likes a matchup with his size advantage over Terrence Crawford. I would like to see that fight, man. I really would. Philip Reardon said, and now HBO is a shell of its former self, especially that biased ass Jim Lampley with the Fight Club. That's how he's going to, man, come on, man. Fanon, what up? Didn't get a notification. I'm sorry, Black Ham TV. You know how it goes. Just sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. It's just crazy. Oh, timeout. Oh, Eddie Hearn said, I couldn't respond to you because they kept timing me out. Hey, man, what can I say, dude? Fanon, who better reflexes in their prime, former Floyd or Ali? Ali. Ali. I don't know, but that's like, damn, which diamond is harder? They both, I couldn't tell you, they both got incredible reflexes. But Floyd's a smaller guy, so he should be able to move quick. For his size, Ali had incredible reflexes. But they both do. I would go with Ali probably, though. Oh, Ali. General Scruggs said, Fanon, Al is freezing Hearn out. Hey, man, I don't even think it's Al. I don't think it's just Al Heyman. Telling you, man, for all you know, Al Heyman is carrying a lot of people's money in his bag, man. Okay? Al Heyman has got a lot of people's money in his bag. All right? Al, if you think about the way he does, the way that thing is laid out, he is making money for a lot of people. He's making a lot of money for a lot of people. And a lot of people have invested in that. And you got Showtime, who is relying on boxing to be a mechanism by which people will subscribe to Showtime to see their other content. I mean, God dog, man. Khan is faster than Floyd. He may be. He can't take a punch, though. That's the problem. Khan need to stop ducking Kell Brook. That's what I agree, man. Khan definitely needs to fight Kell Brook. I'd love to see that fight. I don't know who wins it, to tell you the truth. Because Amir Khan can fight. You know, Amir Khan is a good fighter. He's a highly skilled fighter. But, you know, his problem is what Ancestral Rage said. Khan has a glass jaw. And you got a glass jaw, dog. It's, you know, that's hard on you, man. Will Stroker said, I love that name, Will Stroker. I Will Stroker. Bud Crawford versus Khan. Yes, we're at where that makes the most dollars, so it makes sense now. Oh, it'll be on ESPN. I'm telling you, I mean, you know, from what I can see, unless you absolutely have to go somewhere, go to the UK to fight, the fights are going to be in the US. Unless you have to, because like a Kell Brook, Errol Spence, because Errol Spence didn't have a name at the time. Now, if Kell Brook fights Amir Khan, Kell Brook fights Errol Spence, Kell Brook's got to come to the United States. Oh my God, Capadonna said Al Heyman is Eminem and Betty Hearn is MJK. Dude, that boy is. I don't even listen to rap, but I was like, really? You're gonna pick on him? Like all the dudes you're gonna pick on? Oh my God, this is gonna be really, really ugly. And I know that they're doing this to make money, but they won because I'm gonna listen. I can't wait. Somebody, please, when you hear, because I don't have any way of knowing when it happens. When I think Eminem started it, and then this guy, Machine Gun Kelly, came back with something. Please let me know. Please, somebody put it on my deal and let me know when Eminem shoots back at him, dude, because that's going to be a hilarious, and it's going to be a complete and utter massacre, dude. It's going to be a massacre. There's no way. I listened to what the dude said. I'm like, oh no. He said he got busy with him. Oh, he's gonna die though. It's not gonna last, dude. Telling you, Ali Vosu, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. He's not as good as him, dude. He's not gonna work, dog. Seriously. It's like, no. That's a world-class dude there, man. I'm trying. He's gonna Kale Rodriguez is gonna end the screen. He's gonna. It's gonna be super, super ugly. It's super ugly. Super ugly, man. Oh my God, man. I remember listening to, I always liked Eminem. Could never relate to what he was talking about. But I'm just talking about lyrically, this dude's ability, this dude's talent level. That dude's talent level is sky high, dude. You might not like what he has to say or care about what he has to say, but his talent level is through the roof. And when he did that thing with, it was a duet with Biggie Smalls, but on something that happened after Biggie Smalls obviously died. And he came with that 7 levels of, 7 levels of devils and horses' heads. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck is this dude on? He's going to destroy that dude, man. I'm telling you, it's just going to be really, really ugly. And I will enjoy that one because you got to appreciate genius, man. Exactly. He's a lyrical savant, dog. Just, no, dude. He's just, it ain't nothing about him being a Caucasian dude or whatever, but just every once in a while, God dog, man. It's just, you guys got to be like, oh no, you really done picked the wrong dude, man. Fanon, you run from debate much. Your mods taking people out for nothing. Eddie Hearn, I'm not debating with you. Let me tell you this. I'm going to use this line. I debate with my equals. Everybody else I teach. You're not my equal. And I'll tell you why you're not my equal. Because when you don't know when to stop. When you've lost, it's time to divert. Anybody that would bring up Spike TV, you're not worth talking. Let me tell you, let me help you with how you do this. You just drop the subject. That's how you do it. You drop the subject and you bring something else up and try to get me to talk about another subject. Exactly. You got a guy's Bison Corner. Cat's getting clapped as soon as I come in the chat. Exactly. And you think you're just talking to me. You're not just talking to me. You're talking to 183 other people. I'm just the guy with a mic. You are talking to them. And you got to be able to say something that's going to not get you slapped up. Trying to tell you. From the great John Henry Clark, but that's just what it is. I debate with my equals. Everybody else I teach. And as soon as you came out with that, you're not my equal. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, ancestors. You're not my equal because you don't understand when you've lost. You're just gonna embarrass yourself. I'm trying to tell you, Dr. John Henry Clark, yes, sir. I'm trying to tell you, man, y'all know who it is. I'm just trying to tell you. It's the trade. I'm just telling you. You're not in that regard. Not in a debate. You're not. Because point number one, know when you lost. Acknowledge the point and shift. There's something else you could have done that could have got you to where you are. But you brought up Spike TV. You brought up Spike TV from 3 years ago to try to deflect a conversation about 120. What you do in your situation is you just don't come on the chat today. You just wait for it to die down, right? And come back tomorrow. Come back maybe the day after next and then start talking about things that happen. Like, hey, it's been 2 weeks since this was signed. We haven't had any notifications of what these new fights are going to be. Hey, you can try that. Listen to Eddie. I mean, Eddie's pretty decent. He's good at it. He knows what to do. He's not going to jump out today. He's going to try to think about what he can do. Take a day. Philip Redden, Fanon. Dude don't know nothing about John Henry Clark. Now you don't made him more confused. His head is about to explode. Hey, dude, and you're not going to get a word in, Ed, Earn with Hearn. You're not. That's what I'm saying, man. This ain't not, hey, dude, we're not playing checkers around this bitch, man. If you can't get past the moderators, you don't deserve to win. Okay? If you want to talk about debating, then you're talking about a contest. You got to get past the moderators. What can I tell you? It ain't on me. Oh, hey, man, but I don't know, man. Hey, man, those cats are on. I mean, they do what they do. But it is what it is, dog. If I was debating somebody, I would just make sure that I knew what they were going to say. Like, think for a second. Let me help you, Earn with Hearn. Before you say something about Spike TV, you got to come back and say, what would he say back to me on this? And how would I counter it? Oh, he's going to tell me this shit is 3 years old and maybe Spike TV didn't have enough money to pay for the best fight, so they went away. And he might also say the Showtime that PBC never got dropped by Showtime, and that's the people that they've done business with the longest time, and they've actually expanded their relationship every year. Maybe it's not smart to talk about a business that maybe it's not smart to take that argument. Why get tamed down? James Sousa, I don't know. I didn't see. Anyway, man, it's fun, man. It's all fun, man. But I'm not afraid of debate, dog. Not at all. But you're confused as to whether or not I'm interested in debating. And I'm not. I'm trying to tell you. I'm just not. Oh, say I had to sub to everyone who knew Dr. Clark. Hey, man, Dr. Clark, you know what Dr. Clark said one time, dude? He's like, man, everything you tell me, everything you say to me tells me what you have not read. Motherfucker. Oh, my God, dog. He said, everything you say You tell me what you have not read. Like, boy, I know exactly where you got that from, and I also know you didn't read these other 10 things. Because if you did, you wouldn't have said that. Gotta love it. Oh, is Ladies Football League still on Spike? I don't know, but I'd love to check it out. God dog. I look at that on YouTube all the time. I don't care about the plays, but God dog. James shouldn't get time. He shouldn't get timed out. He spits fact. Yeah, I don't know why he got timed out. He shouldn't. He's usually super on point. I don't know, but Erwin Hearn, you are really about to get blocked because we know you came here before, man. Ern is the chess player. He thinks because he has a queen that you don't, and you don't. He thinks he won. Oh, hell no. That ain't how that works. Shit. No. Oh, my God. Yeah, Dago 619. Oh, my Lord. Man, I've been watching workout videos, too. I never watched the dudes' workout videos. I watched the women's workout videos. And oh, my God, man, it's like I can't wait to get to the gym because there's going to be about 2 or 3 of them in there that look just like that. Say, yeah, the lingerie football league is lovely. Oh, my God, man. Lovely. But look, man, I got to go. Hey, Hearn, come back tomorrow. I'll be here. Same bat time, same bat channel. Come stronger. Think about what you got to say. Write it down. Do argument, counter-argument, argument, counter-argument. Draw yourself a little grid about what somebody could say, right? And then what you're going to say in return. And how are you going to do it without having somebody with a wrench smash you in the head? I'm telling you, it's tough. But see, life isn't fair. Life's not fair. So you have to debate me on this platform. And I don't have the same weaknesses that you have. That's just how it is. I'm not going to try to equalize it or anything. If you want to debate me, you got to deal with the real life situation that you're in. You are talking to somebody who has done this particular subject. I might have done 15 hours worth of videos on it, which means I've probably read pretty much everything that there is to read on the subject. And I have a mic and you don't. And the moderators don't like you. So if you overcome that, you're the fucking man. That's just how it is. I can't change the world, man. I just live in it. Yes, sir. He better not come back with that beer. World Play will tell you, better not come back with it because yeah, I'm trying to tell you. I ain't say giving that now. I'm trying to tell you how you do that, man. That's how you do it. And if you can do that, hey, man, cats will respect you. You know what I mean? And it has happened before. It has happened before. Ricky Samuel said, Fernanda Don, I'm with you on ladies football. Oh, yes, dog. Oh, yes. It is good. If y'all have not watched ladies football, just go look at the highlights, man. Oh, my God. It will make your morning. Them women are something special. Oh, Valerie said, Ern is emotional now. He lost now. You talking about Ern with Hearn? Yeah, dog. I don't like to roast, but I'll put you on slow bake, dog. And on top of it, dog, you remember when people say like, you have the mic, right? Oh, say for now, when you're debating somebody, you bring up John Randall Clark, that's it, debate over. Yeah, you're going to lose. That dude is a monster, dog. That dude is a monster. But seriously, man, do y'all remember? And the moderators don't like you, dog. It's gonna be hard on you. Do you remember? God, dog, I lost my train of thought, man. When Deontay Wilder beat up Charlie Zinoff. What's that dude's name? When Charlie Zinoff got beat up, man. Deontay Wilder did not care that he was a foot taller, way bigger, and the dude had no chance. He was going to beat the piss out that boy. He did not care, dog. That's life, man. You know what I mean? That's life. Shit. Get a boxing channel, though. And then, do what you got to do. But it is what it is, man. It's been a lot of fun, man. Ooh, wee, that's fun. He said I can't watch anymore. Salute to you, H-Town. So Yosef Ben Yakimin. Yes, he was, dog. Yeah, he was. The only problem with Dr. Ben was I had a harder time understanding him. But yeah, he was a monster, man. You can't come at people's kids and think that's sweet. Oh no, he'll hurt you, dude. Yeah, legendary to John M. Clark. I only debate my equals. Everybody else I teach. Charlie got schooled by Floyd Sr. as well, and Charlie sucker punched Floyd. And then young boys jumped up there and tried to bop that boy. Oh my Lord. Hey man, they had he might. Oh my God, that was. I wonder what happened off camera. Because that one dude, he tried to sucker punch him. That young boy jumped up in there like, hey, started handing that ass out. He said, Deontay Wilder gave that ass what's called an old-fashioned ass whooping. Yes, sir. That's what happens, dog. You know? Erwin Hearn, you come back tomorrow with the same dumb shit, same time. Going to time you the fuck out again. Oh, dude, they will, dude. Look, man. Hey, the blue wrenches are part of the channel. Okay, and they are moderators. They're not my moderators. They're people in the channel that respect the channel, been on the channel, been part of the channel, dog. They're commentators without a mic, and they will throw you out. And it's only rarely if somebody throws you out. You can send a note to me, and then I can let you back in. But if you get thrown out, dog, you get thrown out. That's all I can do. Erwin Hearn made my IQ drop 20 points from dumbass comments. Dude, Spike TV? Really? Spike TV. Anyway, man, I got to roll. I'm going to let some of these other cats get on, man. I know somebody's going to be having a live stream soon, which will be fire. If you've not checked out my man, we got to support this man, Conor McGregor Boxing Stars. Definitely check my man, McGregor Boxing Stars out. Check out my man. I'm trying to see who else got regular channels out here. Put your name in there, man. Let people know how to get with you. There's a lot of really good conversations going on in this boxing game, in this YouTube boxing conversations between us boxing fans. Oh, Truth Speaker said, good video, brother. Wilder will whoop any of these folks' asses. He come from a separate cloth. Yeah, it's the I'm not playing cloth. I'm not playing cloth. You know, it ain't fair, dog. You know what I'm saying? It ain't fair. Anyway, all right, y'all. Hey, man. Yeah, definitely check out Smoke City Mobcast tonight. They're going to be doing their thing. Hey, you could have created a new channel for Nine. Oh, what you talking about? Oh, yeah, show Brooklyn Boxing Shop Boxing Talk. Feel free to subscribe. Definitely give my man a chat, man. And Eddie Hearn, hey, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here, dog. Man, people ain't trying to do all that. Do y'all know boxing? No, I don't know him. Some other people know him. I've never met him. Never had the honor. Never had the honor. All right, y'all. Anyway, man, I got to go. I got to get back to work. Hey, much love to everybody that supported the channel. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you guys for supporting through the super chat. I'll be back tomorrow morning after Trill Boxing Talk. And with that, I'm out. Peace.